some big-time talent to this team who's trying to snap a 4-game losing skid. These two teams matching up for the third time this year. Stockton won the first matchup 142-99 in Utah, while Salt Lake City bounced back with a 8-point win a couple of days later. We'll see how this one goes tonight as Colby Jones puts the ball on the floor for the Stockton Kings. Good defense by Romeo Langford, 3 on the shot clock. Are they aware of it? Lamb's got to force it. That is no good, so not the best start for Stockton on that first possession. Bryce Sensabaugh handles, gets to Josh Christopher. Christopher spent time with the Houston Rockets at the start of his career. He's a first-round pick, and we've got a whistle, and a foul is called on Micah Potter. And I think they're going to possibly take a look at this to see if there was 2, and it'll be Kings ball. That free throw's in, so Stockton gets on the board with a free throw. Deontay Burton had a nice offensive game in the Kings' last game against the Rip City Remix. He had 18 points and 9 rebounds. James Akinjo handles for Stockton. Working on Christopher, gets it to Jeremy Lamb, the handoff to Colby Jones. Jalen Slauson, the other Sacramento rookie, with the handoff to Akinjo. Slauson, front iron, missed that shot from beyond the arc. Micah Potter is averaging a double-double this year for the Salt Lake City Stars. Sensabaugh gets some opportunity here in the G League, puts the ball on the floor, attacks, and a nice pass to Potter on the cut for the bucket. Akinjo, Slauson, good ball movement, Lamb's in the corner, and buries it from beyond the arc. Jeremy Lamb did not play last game. He was banged up a bit. Returns tonight. He's had a really nice season for Stockton, averaging 17.5 points a game. And Potter with the jam. He soared for that one. Akinjo showing off the handles. Slices his way to the basket, but Lamb can't convert it. Christopher on the run. Kinsey finishes. Tavion Kinsey. In that last game against Santa Cruz, early on in that game, he dislocated one of his fingers, popped it right back in, and did not miss any action. I would have been out 3 weeks. 6-5, Stars on top. Lamb, high window over Potter for the bucket. Christopher loses control. Jones comes up with it. He pushes. Jones slices his way. Euro step to the basket, and he is fouled. So Colby Jones will head to the free throw line and shoot 1 for 2. His 6th game here in the G League tonight as the fans look on from Stockton Arena. In the G League this year, Colby Jones averaging 18 points a game, shooting 52%, and has shown a lot. He's also gotten some run in Sacramento. They really like his ability as a combo guard. He's a really solid player. Good defender, and he has shown that, especially at the G League level. One of the games against Salt Lake City, he had 8 steals. How about that defense by Slauson to Jones? All the way, and what a block in transition. An incredible play by the Stars. It looked like Jones was going to have a chance to jam it. And Romeo Langford got back there and got just enough of it. Impressive defense. Romeo Langford was drafted by the Boston Celtics in 2019, the 14th pick overall. Spent parts of 3 seasons there in Boston. Kinsey is wide open, a breakdown, turnaround jumpers in. Akinjo. That was too easy. 3-point advantage for Stockton in this early going. Potter. Good denial by Burton. Potter launches, and he's showing his ability as a big. He can stretch the floor a bit. He connects on that jumper. He's got 6 points early in this one. Lawson thought about the three, decides to drive instead. And what a tough finish. That was not easy. He went straight at Potter and was able to convert. Christopher gets it to Potter. Nice pass, Sensabaugh to finish off the glass. Bryce Sensabaugh was the 28th pick by the Utah Jazz in this past June's draft. Oh, nice fake by Jeremy Lamb. He got Josh Christopher on that hesitation move. It was a bet move right there by Lamb. Sensabaugh. And how about Langford moving without the ball and finishing at the rim? Deontay Burton spins. That's a turnover for Stockton. And that brings us to a timeout. 6:58 to go. Stockton who played last year with the San Antonio Spurs, also experienced playing in the league with the Lakers, the Raptors, and of course started the first 4 seasons of his NBA career with the Pistons. Langford misses that attempt, and Stanley Johnson comes up with it. Johnson, long wingspan, trying to get back to the league, known as a pretty tough player. It's going to be a little bit of an adjustment here, too. It's not like he's had a ton of time to get run with these guys as he makes his debut. Lamb airballs that shot. Good hustle by Stanley Johnson. I'm not sure that should have reset, though. It looked like that might have been an air ball, but apparently not. And Stanley Johnson hits the triple, which is a great sign for him. If he's going to make it back to the NBA level, he's got to show he can hit from the outside, and he hit his first shot as a member of the Stockton Kings. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion on that play. (18-14). Romeo Langford heads to the free throw line. The foul was on Stanley Johnson. He'll shoot 1 for 2. Michael DeVoe into the game for the first time in this one for Salt Lake City. So is Nick Agenda. And Johnny Juzang from UCLA as Langford misses. Lindsey Harding in his first year as head coach of the Stockton Kings looks on and hoping her team can get back on the winning track on the home floor in this one. Tough pass, nearly turned over. Here's Colby Jones to Slauson. Fires it. Another 3 for Stanley Johnson. That one is long, and DeVoe tracks down the board. Langford curls his way to the basket. He's fouled by Deontay Burton. Nice attack there by Langford. He spent some time with the Spurs last year as well, so obviously knows Stanley Johnson a little bit. Langford, 24 years old. He was a McDonald's All-American in 2018, a ton of talent. And here he is in the G League, trying to fight his way back to the NBA. There's so much talent in the NBA, but there's so much talent in the G League. It's on display every single night. Jones, free throw line, ball away, count the basket for the rookie. Isaiah Miller has checked into the game for the first time for Salt Lake City. He's in his second year with the Stars. Had an incredible college career at UNC Greensboro. 2-time SoCon Player of the Year, 3-time SoCon Defensive Player of the Year. Jones made the free throw to complete the and one, so the Kings up 5 right now here in the first quarter. Johnny Juzang connects on his first shot of the game. Johnny Juzang averaging just under 21 a game so far this season in the G League. Caleb Ledoux into the game for the Stockton Kings. Out there with Chance Comanche. Johnson is stripped. And Johnny Juzang comes up with it. Tough possession there for the Stockton Kings. Another turnover here in the first. Langford, set shot from the corner is off, and Comanche corrals that board. Chance Comanche had 24 and 8 in Stockton's last game. Nice help there. 7 on the shot clock for Comanche. Goes to work in the post, and he is called for taking an extra step. That's Stockton's 5th turnover of this first quarter. Miller handles. Ledoux the defender. Miller. Ball's deflected. They stay with it though. Sensabaugh has that ball knocked away. I think that ball might have been kicked. But they're going to call a shot clock violation. Good active hands by the Stockton Kings and the new member of the Kings, Stanley Johnson. The Stars coached by Steve Wojciechowski in his first year as their head coach. Of course, what a career he had at Duke. Not only as a player, but as an assistant with Coach K. Jones, short on that attempt. Jenda might have had a piece of it. Burton turned over, another turnover. Miller comes up with it. The theft, the push, the miss. Second chance opportunity. They swing it around the horn. Sensabaugh does not hesitate and buries it from long range. Sensabaugh shooting 39% from downtown. Here's Comanche finishing. (23-22) under 3 to play in the opening frame. Juzang to the corner. The open man, Sensabaugh. Stanley Johnson pushing. I love it. Burton finishing. Count the baskets. A beautiful fast break, all started by the push from Stanley Johnson. It brings us to a timeout with 2:35 to play. And to try to complete a 3-point play, and it was all created by Stanley Johnson. Free throws in for Deontay Burton, who has 5 points here in the first. So 4-point lead for Stockton. Akinjo into the game, defending Miller. Nice help on Juzang. Kinsey turnaround, great contest. But Burton got a piece of him, and that's a foul. So Deontay will head to the bench, and Jalen Slauson, the Sacramento Kings rookie, will check back in. Looked like a nice contest, but he got just a piece of him. And Kinsey heads to the line to shoot 1 for 2. It's in. He has 6. The handoff to Caleb Ledoux. Johnson at the free throw line. Short on that jumper. Sensabaugh, nice pass. Gets back to Sensabaugh. He was short on that three-point attempt. Miscommunication there, another Stockton turnover. That's been a problem in some of these games here on the home floor. That's 6 turnovers in the first quarter for the Stockton Kings. Salt Lake City has 4. Potter back into the game. Here's Juzang. Being physical in the key, no good. Rebounds tipped, and Slausson's able to grab it. Akinjo played his college ball at Baylor. Tough pass off the fingertips of Comanche, out of bounds. Turnover number 7. The good news is Salt Lake City hasn't really capitalized on those turnovers. Just 3 points off those Stockton turnovers. Sensabaugh played his college ball at Ohio State. He turns the ball over on that move to the basket. (26-24). There are minutes of play here in the first. Kinjo milking some clock before they get into their set with about 9 on the shot clock. Low pass to Johnson. Shot clock winding down. Johnson with the spin. Trying to create space. The fall-away jumper beats the shot clock, and it's in. Doing some talking to the rookie Bryce Sensabaugh, who's got a smirk on his face. Tough basket by Stanley Johnson. Not sure that's how they drew it up, but counts for 2 nonetheless. Miller. Nice hands, poked away by Akinjo. And nice defense on the other end by Johnny Juzang, who knocked it away, and it'll stay Stockton ball with 4.8 to go in the first. Comanche launches and hits the shot with 1.7. Good execution here at the end of the first by the Stockton Kings. Tough pass, that is deflected. Comanche was able to read that perfectly. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter. The Stockton Kings close well. They lead 30-24 after 1. Flying solo tonight. My colleague Morgan Reagan, she's off. She's actually working the Sacramento broadcast tonight, so it's just us hanging out, watching some NBA G League basketball. Some backcourt pressure put on by Stockton. Nice fake by Kinsey, and he's able to score it. 8 points for him. Here's Akinjo to Ledoux. Does not hesitate, but he's short on the 3. Comanche with active hands. It's a second chance opportunity for Stockton. Ledoux all the way, and he's able to dunk it home. Nice job to put the ball on the floor there. Christopher rejected by Comanche. Oh my goodness, what a play on defense. Johnson transition 3 is no good, short on that 3-point attempt. We were showing the previous play, but Comanche did a great job to block Christopher's shot on that drive. Hand off, Langford. Akinjo again. It'll stay with Salt Lake City, but he does such a great job with those active hands. And he was able to knock that one out of bounds on the drive. 6 on the shot clock for Salt Lake City as Josh Christopher is the inbounder. Lobs it, tough pass, intercepted by Ledoux. Ledoux all the way. Eight turnovers for Salt Lake City in the early going of this one. Akinjo putting some pressure on Christopher. Those players for Baylor play some tough defense. Here's Sensabaugh, the lob. And oh my goodness, Lawson just ripped it out of the air. Here's Johnson attacking, missing, and Potter comes up with it. Jalen Lawson just soared up and stole it from midair. A beautiful play by the Kings rookie. And Akinjo is everywhere tonight. Another deflection. It's going to stay with Salt Lake City. Kings head coach Lindsey Harding has to love that defensive effort by James Akinjo tonight. Second in the G League in steals per game, 11.5 per contest. They already have 6 here in the first half. Out of the timeout, Christopher's open for 3. That goes off the right side of the rim, no good, 34-26. Stanley Johnson spins, attacks, and there's a foul called. Stanley Johnson is an intriguing player, of course, has plenty of NBA experience, 449 games of NBA experience, played last year for Greg Popovich in San Antonio, who said he's a tough competitor, he's defensive-minded, he's strong, he's a big wing, and he plays hard. Well, that's the type of player that the Sacramento Kings definitely want in their system. And how about Akinjo again knocking the ball away? I don't have the official number, but he's got to have at least 4 deflections in this game, and another deflection. Stanley Johnson making an impact. Great stuff by the Stockton Kings. Stanley Johnson's got that 7-foot wingspan too. Here's Akinjo. The drop off. Comanche misses the jam. He'd love to have that one back. We go the other way. Romeo Langford gives to Potter. Langford, the floater, no good, rattles out, second chance opportunity. Kinsey puts it up, but great defense again by Stockton. Akinjo gets a screen from Comanche on the drive. We have an offensive foul called on Comanche. His first of the game. So Stockton leading by 10. Lindsey Harding in her first season as a G League head coach. Spent a lot of time with the Sacramento Kings the last couple of years, and Kinsey draws a foul. That's going to be on Stanley Johnson. His second. 36-26. And it'll still be Salt Lake City ball. The big break, though, Stanley Johnson would have had his second foul in that play, so now he only has 1. Langford, turnaround, was able to score it. Just had the size advantage, deep position, and finishes over Ledoux. 36-28. Akinjo was aggressive. Agenda picks up the foul. His second of the game. Side out, Colby Jones handles. He's out there with Akinjo, Comanche, Slauson, and Ledoux. Nice defense this time by Salt Lake City. And Kinsey elevates and scores. Some explosion there on that play by Kinsey. He's in double figures with 10. That's nice defense by Agenda, staying aggressive even after that last foul call. 6-point game. Jones rejected. Great defense by Christopher. Kinsey again. Tough drive by Miller. A lot of contact. Ball's loose. Stays with Salt Lake City. Comanche rips it away. Akinjo tried to spin, but he loses control of it. Miller attacking and scoring. And a nice response here by Salt Lake City brings us to a timeout. 36-32.
Johnny Ruzang and Michael DeVoe also returned to the Stars.
Action continues. We've had a couple of missed shots. Still remains 36-32. Comanche puts 2 more on the board for Stockton as we approach the halfway point of this second quarter. Kings taking on the Salt Lake City Stars. Stockton has lost 4 in a row. Ju Zhang for 3. And that shot, long range, no good.
Watch it.
And another turnover for Salt Lake City. Miscommunication. So it's been sloppy here in this first half for both squads, but 12 first half turnovers for Salt Lake City, 10 for the Stockton Kings. Lamb puts the ball on the floor. He is fouled. Hacked by Langford. That's his first foul of the game. Jeremy Lamb has 7 points to lead Stockton in scoring. Here's Lamb launching. And that is an air ball for Lamb. See how these teams execute to end the first half. DeVoe with the left. What a finish. It's now a 1-point game. Here's Akinjo off the dribble. Tried to find the cutter. It's turned over. Miller loses it. No, he tracks it back down. DeVoe's open for 3. It's in, and Salt Lake City is back on top. And Miller is playing some aggressive defense there. He picks up a foul. So Jeremy Lamb will be the inbounder for Stockton. And another turnover. Man, this has been really, really sloppy for both teams. The execution has not been there. This is a low-scoring game, 40-38. You don't often see a score this low, especially in the G League. And that ball is deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Salt Lake City, 6 on the shot clock. So DeVoe gets it to Ju Zhang. He notices the shot clock. He's got to make something happen. He puts the ball on the floor. Lost it, but we have a whistle and a foul is called. Slauson picks up the foul. And that's a tough one with the shot clock winding down. The last thing you want is to foul on that play. Agenda heads to the line. An 82% free throw shooter knocks that in for 2 points. (42-38). Slauson. Unable to convert. He wanted a whistle. DeVoe's wasting no time. Behind the back. Agenda was stripped by Jeremy Lamb. We got another turnover. Akinjo has it. He's pushing. He finds Lamb. Oh, Jeremy! He may be a vet, but he got up on that one. Jeremy Lamb with the flush. 42-40. Lamb had 9 points in this game for Stockton. And another turnover. Agenda wanted to foul. Akinjo doesn't care. He's pushing. Jones fires it to Lamb. Akinjo. Another paint touch. Slauson driving. Back out. Akinjo, three. Short. And a whistle. And a technical foul has been called on Salt Lake City. It's going to be on Agenda. So Lamb at the line for the technical. It's no good. So Agenda will check out. Potter back in. For Stockton, Stanley Johnson is back into the game. So is Bryce Sensabaugh for Salt Lake City. 42-40. An aggressive move to the basket. Count it. Isaiah Miller showing his toughness on that play. So Miller heads to the free throw line to shoot the free throw for the three-point play. It's in. Brings a lot of toughness to the floor. He's got 5 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds, and 3 steals off the bench. Filling up the stat sheet for Salt Lake City with 3.5 to play. Slauson to Jones. Three's on the way. It rattles out. Oh, it looked like it was going to fall. Jones just 1 of 6 in this game tonight. Miller again on the attack. Oh, and what a block by Colby Jones. Pinned against the glass. In transition, Burton. No good. Oh, Slauson flew in there for the putback reverse. No good. Johnson for 3. That's off the mark. And Stockton unable to capitalize on that nice defense by Jones. What a block. DeVoe. Showing off his handles. Potter stays with it. Second chance, finishes. (47-40). A good response here in the second quarter by Salt Lake City after getting down 10. Lamb, Slauson, open. No good. And that will stay with Stockton. They reset the shot clock. So Chance Comanche back into the game for the Stockton Kings. Stanley Johnson, the inbounder, finds Comanche. And we have an offensive foul called. That's on Chance Comanche. So another turnover for the Stockton Kings. 14 in this first half. 13 for Salt Lake City. 27 combined turnovers. It's not even halftime. Crazy. DeVoe has that pass deflected out of bounds. Stays with Salt Lake City. Two minutes to play. Sensabaugh steps in, long jumper short. Stanley Johnson handles for the Stockton Kings. Shoulders his way on Juzang and draws a foul. That's his first foul of the game. So Johnson shooting 1 for 2. And that's in. 5-point game. Christopher, tough shot, is in. An impressive jumper there by Josh Christopher. Colby Jones wasting no time pushing the ball up the floor. Gets by 1. Launches an open J. It's in. So Colby Jones knocks down that shot to cut it to 5. That shot short. Lamb able to come up with it. A minute to go. Jones, 3. Back iron, no good. A quick pass fired from Potter to Sensabaugh. And they're calling a foul on Colby Jones. So with 37.9 to go in this first half, Sensabaugh heads to the free throw line. Sensabaugh averaging 18 points a game in the G League to go along with 6 rebounds, 3.7 assists. Turnover number a bit high at 3.3, but he's trying to get in rhythm playing different positions, and he did, of course, at Ohio State, and he's loving this experience in the G League. Talk about how the floor just has more space. There's just more stuff to work with. There's also better players. Lamb, back iron, no good. Long rebound to Sensabaugh. And Jones was aggressive on that. Trying to knock the ball away, picks up his 3rd. So he heads to the bench with 26.1. Deontay Burton back in for the Stockton Kings. Akinjo in for Stanley Johnson. And then Isaiah Miller in. Both coaches being aggressive with some substitutions here with 26.1. (53-44). Akinjo. Not a lot of time between the shot clock and game clock. Lamb back out to Akinjo. Akinjo, step back, side step 3, short. And that'll do it for the first half. Wasn't the prettiest game of basketball in the first half. Sloppy play by both squads. But Salt Lake City with the ball to start the second half. Josh Christopher. Got a two-way deal with the Utah Jazz. His brother actually played for the Utah Jazz back in the day, the 2014-15 season. Potter, good help here. Good decision to pass it out. Christopher, shot clock winding down, gets it to drop. Good execution and patience by Salt Lake City to start the third quarter. So an 11-point advantage. Rookie on rookie here. Jones try to get that one to fall over Sensabaugh. No good. That three off the mark from Lakeford. Active hands, but Lamb is able to track that down. Here's Lamb putting the ball on the floor. No good. Trying to draw contact. Christopher in transition. Beautiful move to the basket for the finish. And it's going to be a quick timeout because it's now a 13-point game, and Lindsey Harding wants to talk things over with her squad. 10:52 to go. Put this lead up to 57-44. Deontay Burton to Jones. Jones bounces at the baseline, back to Burton, and he is fouled. Nice play by Deontay Burton to draw the foul. That's on Sensabaugh. Burton, back rim on the free throw. So not a lot going right for the Stockton Kings in this game, and Christopher is tripped up. That foul on Akinjo, tried to reach there as Christopher lost balance. Six on the shot clock, inside, and Lamb had to be as physical as he could. Potter had that deep position sealing him off, so Lamb picks up the foul. What can Stockton do to get back in this game? It's still early, so much time left. Sensabaugh open with three, no good. Slauson flies in there for the board. He lost that pass to Akinjo, gets to the free throw line, jumper, it's in. Well, that's a good sign. Romeo Langford gets it to drop Josh Christopher. Akinjo pokes it away. It's got to be the fifth time he's done that this game. So 9 on the shot clock. Sensabaugh with a fake. Akinjo active hands, nearly turns it over. Langford, good patience, draws a foul. Jones thought he was straight up, but there's a whistle, and that is foul number 4. Excuse me, they're going to call Slauson on that foul.
Hey, don't worry about the play, man. Stop talking to the refs.
Langford connects for 2 points there. Langford slips to the floor. He's limping a bit, gets back up. Christopher attacking, goes up the window. He's fired up. He wanted an and one after that. He did not get it. And he's going to get a technical. And the official allowed him to scream and one loud, but then he kept going with it. He picks up the technical.
One shot.
And the technical shot is good for Akinjo. Jones, the drive, rejected by Potter. Potter read that perfectly, stayed vertical, and blocked that shot. It'll stay with the Kings. 14 on the shot clock. Lamb trying to get it inbounded. Dangerous pass, but Burton grabs it. Akinjo is picked. Christopher making an impact, being physical, and what a block by Slauson. Akinjo comes up with it. Kings have numbers. Lamb is called for a walk. Sixteen turnovers in this game for the Stockton Kings. Potter pick and roll with the jam. And one. What execution by Salt Lake City, and they've taken control. Potter with a nice dunk on Burton. So Potter heads to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Good. (63-47). The lob to Comanche. And that's going to be a technical foul for hanging on the rim. It's a point of emphasis this year in the NBA and in the G League. There's a little extra on that one. They really don't want players hanging on the rim for that long. So you dunk for two, and then you give up one with the technical free throw. Stockton has been ice cold. Five points here in this third quarter. Potter, the dribble handoff to Christopher, who knocks down the three. He's now in double figures with 11, and Salt Lake City with the biggest lead of the game at 18. Stockton Kings have to be excited to get Mason Jones in the lineup as Lamb is fouled. Mason Jones, who was just picked up by the Stockton Kings in a trade, spent last season in the G League with Mexico City. He was outstanding. 20 points a game, 7 assists, 5.5 rebounds. He did it efficiently too. 55% shooting, 47% from three in 18 games. In his G League career, he's played 30 games in the G. Also some time with South Bay, averaging 19 points a game in his G League career. He's going to bring some much needed scoring to this club. So that free throw is good by Jeremy Lamb. Christopher heating up here in this third quarter. Akinjo being aggressive with them. Potter to DeVoe. Shot clock winding down. DeVoe's got to create. Try to lean in and draw contact. That's shot clock violation. So Kings ball. Still a lot of time to go in this game. 67-51. Comanche launching another three. This one is in from downtown. Caleb Ledoux, Stanley Johnson getting ready to check in. Potter launching, and he knocks down a three. The Bigs exchanging three balls. 70-54. Jones gets in the paint. Nice move, but shot went back ram. Salt Lake City controls. DeVoe pushing, lobbing, and the jam. Christopher finishes. He's up to 13 points in the game. And the lead is back to 18. Almost hurt himself coming off that dunk. Colby Jones, three ball short. It's been a rough night for him from the field. Christopher misses on that three-point attempt. That was a heat check for him. In transition, Burton is fouled and count the basket. So Jeremy Lamb checks out. Caleb Ledoux in. Stockton still shooting under 40% in this game. They're 3 of 18 from downtown. They've been solid at the line though, 8 of 10 as Burton steps to the free throw for his 4th free throw of the game, and it's off. Langford catch and shoot, no good. Stockton a man down. Deontay Burton tying his shoes. So Stockton's playing 4-on-5. Looks like his shoe came off, so he had to get that back on. He gets back in the play, shot clock at 10. Akinjo with the drive, no good. Ball is loose. Who comes up with it? Salt Lake City does. And Miller has it. Isaiah Miller. The Juzang, the three. Back rim, long rebound, controlled by Stockton. Stockton Kings sitting at 4-8 on the season. 3-3 on the home floor, and a whistle, a foul is called. That foul on Miller as Deontay Burton is checked out. And Stanley Johnson is back in his first game here in the G League with the Stockton Kings. A guy who's trying to get back in the league after spending last year in San Antonio. And he'd love to make a good impression on the Sacramento Kings. And you think about what Sacramento needs. They need some size, they need some length, they need some toughness, some defense. Well, Stanley can check some of those boxes, and he's got to go out there and show what he can do. And it's something to keep an eye on, especially considering the fact that the Sacramento Kings, at least at the moment, have an open roster spot. And that free throw is good for Johnson for 2 points. And he looks like he's having fun out there. Looks like he's happy to be back on the floor, smiling out there. He's in double figures with 11 in this game. DeVoe, pump fake three. Comanche gets the rebound off the miss. Stanley Johnson. Oh, he looked like a running back. He took it all the way. What a take by Stanley Johnson. And Stockton has cut the lead down to a dozen. Can they make this season on the road? Salt Lake City possession out of the timeout. And Stanley Johnson picks up a foul, playing aggressive down there, and he's doing some talking to the Salt Lake City bench. there's one thing we know about Stanley Johnson. He's going to play with a competitive edge, and he's going to be doing a lot of talking. Right now, he's speaking to the official. Plays with a tremendous amount of passion, and who could forget, early in his career, playing with the Pistons, a playoff matchup he would have against LeBron James, eventually becoming LeBron James' teammate, but he was not afraid of the moment there. He wasn't afraid to go at one of the all-time greats, and on that play, he attacks and finishes. Count the basket for Stanley Johnson. And that's good for Stanley Johnson completing the three-point play. Here's DeVoe getting a paint touch, spraying out to the three-point shooter, Juzang. That is beautiful offense, and a big three there to make it 75-63. Here's Ledoux, tough look, and he gets that one to fall. So DeVoe heads to the free throw line. That's good for 2 points. Lead back to 12 for Salt Lake City. You'd love to get this back to single digits headed into the fourth quarter if you're the Stockton Kings. Put some pressure on this Salt Lake City squad. Jones draws another foul. Excuse me, I said Jones. Johnson. I don't know why I said Jones on that play. So Stanley Johnson, 16 points in his Kings debut tonight. 4 of 9 shooting. He's 4 of 4 at the free throw line and misses that one. Ledoux tried to create a second chance, and good hustle there. Goes off the fingertips of Salt Lake City. Ball stays with Stockton. 14 on the shot clock. Stanley Johnson has definitely brought some great energy in this game for the Kings. Showing some fight, and that stuff can be contagious. McKinjo, here's Johnson again, putting the ball on the floor. Looked like he was stripped, lost control, misses the shot. Salt Lake City has it. And DeVoe answers with a long ball. Lead back to 15. Johnson fires it to Ledoux on the drive. Another tough make by Ledoux. Nothing looking easy out there for the Stockton Kings right now. But they get the 2 points as Miller drives. A lot of contact underneath. Miller in the corner. The three's in. And the three-point shooting becoming a major factor in this game. It's 83-67. Salt Lake City 9 of 20 from beyond the arc. Stockton just 3 for 18, and what a block. Colby Jones tried to attack the rim, and that was absolutely rejected. My goodness. What a play there by Salt Lake City and Nick Ongenda. Johnson loses it. Good defense there by Salt Lake City. They want to put the pressure on. And they do just that. Isaiah Miller with the drive and the finish. Kinjo, beautiful spin. Oh, great footwork. Hits it inside. Comanche fires it to the corner. It's Ledoux. The three is off, and Sensabaugh has it. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Stockton was able to get it back to single digits, but now it's ballooned back up to 18. And Salt Lake City staying aggressive, and Sensabaugh gets it to 20. He says too small. The Utah Jazz rookie with 2 points there. He's got 10 in the game to go along with 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Akinjo. Salt Lake City's defense looks pretty engaged at the moment. Shot clock winding down, tough look. That did not hit the rim for Stanley Johnson. Hit his first one of the night. He's now 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. A minute to play in this third quarter. DeVoe eyes the clock. They're going to utilize some of this clock here. Potter, good screen on Ledoux. Great defense by Lamb. He read that perfectly. He drives, he finishes. Good take by Jeremy Lamb on Bryce Sensabaugh with 46.1. 87-69. DeVoe. Active hands by Ledoux, but a little too aggressive. Trying to rip that ball away. He picks up a foul, and for Ledoux, that's foul number 2. Another second chance. It's getting tougher and tougher for the Stockton Kings at the moment. And Ledoux picks up another foul. And that free throw is good for DeVoe. Great balance tonight for Salt Lake City. You have 7 players in double figures. Pretty impressive stuff. It's been a team effort. Akinjo back rim on that 3-point attempt. Goes back to Stockton. 10 on the shot clock. It was reset to 14. It's at 6 now. Lamb at 5, 4, turnaround. That's an air ball. Shot clock is off. Sensabaugh has it. Sensabaugh, 3 on the game clock. He falls to the ground, and Potter's shot is knocked out of bounds, and that takes us to the end of the third quarter. Stockton got it to single digits, but Salt Lake City putting the pressure on. They're going to have to get red hot, execute down the stretch, and they have not been able to do so in this game tonight, shooting under 39%. They're 3 of 21 from 3. We'll see what they can do to compete and make this a game here in the fourth quarter. Stanley Johnson has an open look for 3. That's no good. Comanche finishes on that second chance opportunity. Got to chip away if you're Stockton. Turnover, Ledoux. Comanche, count the basket. Well, that's one way to chip away. Comanche bringing the effort. He has a chance for a 3-point opportunity. So Isaiah Miller checks out. DeVoe is in. And there's a 3-point play. $89-74. See if Stockton can get a stop here. Potter says nope. answers with a three. The balanced scoring attack tonight by Salt Lake City has been impressive. Ball is nearly turned over. Jones gets to Ledoux for the two. Right now, he's got 13 from Josh Christopher, who's out there with the ball. Sensabaugh has 10. Potter with 16. Kinsey with 10. Potter trying to add more, misses on that attempt. That's not all. DeVoe's added a dozen. Juzang's got 11. Miller has 10. Everyone's getting in on the action. Jeremy Lamb hits a three. Okay, Stockton trying to make some noise here. They've responded okay, opening up this quarter on a 10-3 push. 9:69 to start the fourth quarter. And a nice 10-3 push for the Stockton Kings. They try to chip away, and there's plenty of time to do so. And they force a turnover. Lamb has it. You got Lamb out there with Stanley Johnson, Chance Comanche, Caleb Ledoux, and Colby Jones. Lamb on the drive. Tough look, rattles out. And Potter has it. Quickly the other way is DeVoe. He's going to stop. Pop, three. Rattles out. And what a putback for Potter. 18 points. That's his 8th rebound, too. He also has 4 dimes, 2 blocks in this game. Was able to stay in the air for a minute. 94-79. Colby Jones has it. Nice pass to Comanche for the two-hand flush. Colby Jones just 2 of 13 in this game as he tries to fight through some rough shooting. But how about Chance Comanche off the bench with a big double-double tonight? 18 points, 10 rebounds on 8 of 9 shooting after that jam. Christopher, 3. Back rim and a rebound. Stanley Johnson, quick outlet. Ledoux all the way. It's in. Looked like that should have been an and one. But a 20-point lead is now down to 11 for Salt Lake City. So much time to go. Takes a lot of energy to come back from a big deficit. And we've got an offensive foul. Potter called for an illegal screen. Well, the one thing you have to love tonight is the compete level from the Stockton Kings. They could have rolled over, but they have been battling here. Comanche set the screen for Jones. Lamb's open. The three's on the way. No good. And Potter snares that one. Kinsey, Potter attacking, and that is too easy. He put it on the floor and flew in there for a two-hand dunk. 96-83, lead back to 13. Jones, showing off the handles. And what a finish by Colby Jones. Showing off the handles as he responded after that Potter jam. DeVoe to Josh Christopher. Lead still at 11 for Salt Lake City. And DeVoe took a step. Another turnover for Salt Lake City. Their 19th turnover of this game. Trying to get this to single digits. Got to play mistake-free basketball here in the fourth quarter to give themselves a chance. And Johnson fools the defense and scores. Stockton outscoring them 18-7 here to start this fourth quarter. The lead is now down to 9 again. And another offensive foul, an illegal screen on Potter. The second one he's been called for in this fourth quarter. I said at the start of this fourth quarter, seeing crazier things in the G League, and now we're seeing this lead evaporate before our eyes for Salt Lake City. Can Stockton do something here? Do they have enough in the tank as we approach the halfway point of this quarter? And that's what we talk about. A miscommunication between Stanley Johnson and Jeremy Lamb. Johnson, just his first game with Stockton, learning his teammates, and that's Stockton's 17th turnover of this game. 20 for Salt Lake City. Kinsey looked like he took a step there. Potter, second chance. Good defense there. That was Colby Jones getting a piece of it. Incredible stuff by the Kings rookie. We go the other way. He finds Ledoux. Spacing's not good. Let's see if Stockton can reset here and space the floor. Johnson has it. Back to Lamb. Jones pump fakes the three. Drives. Dishes. Ball's knocked away. It'll stay with Stockton. There's only 5 on the shot clock. It's a great pass by Colby Jones to find Lamb on the cut. Getting it between 2 defenders. Jones. That's deflected. I should also note that that's the second time I've called Stanley Johnson Jones. I'm still getting used to the new guys. Colby Jones is out there. He tries to beat the shot clock. That's a shot clock violation. (96-87). We are officially halfway through this fourth quarter. Sloppy pass. Jones goes to the floor. Stockton has it. Lamb, the outlet to Johnson. Stanley Johnson, the drop off. Comanche! Oh! Chance Comanche with the flush. 96-89. We've got a game in Stockton. It was a 20-point lead for Salt Lake City to begin the fourth quarter. Juzang to Christopher. Stockton looks energized. Isaiah Miller, great fake. Penetrates. Finds Potter, who is fouled. What a nice feed by Miller. A little no-look drop-off, getting fancy with it. Potter will head to the free throw line, shaking off the hit he took. And it bounces a couple of times and doesn't drop. 96-89. Colby to Ledoux in the corner. He drives. Reverse. Count the basket! Stockton is not going away. Caleb Ledoux with 14 off the bench. The Stockton Kings bench coming up big in this game. 18 from Johnson, 20 from Comanche, and 14 with a chance for one more for Ledoux. It's now a 5-point game. Stockton has outscored Salt Lake City in this quarter 22-7. And the free throw is good. Wow. 96-92. Stockton has rallied back. A 20-point lead is gone. Salt Lake City trying to get something to go. Aggressive defense, very active. Ball is deflected, shot clock's at 5. DeVoe drives, and he's able to finish. As the shot clock was winding down, DeVoe has 14 off the bench. He's had a big impact in this game to go along with 6 rebounds, 6 dimes. 6-point game, Jones to Comanche. He's been so big, unselfish, gets it to Lamb, misses the shot, and he pulls it back out. 10 on the shot clock. He's got Juzang, the defender. Lamb is tripped up.
Force all screens in the middle.
So Stanley Johnson gets it to Comanche. Shot clock's been reset to 14. It's now at 10. Jones to Comanche. Good ball movement. Lamb thought about the three. Elects to get it to Johnson. Shot clock winding down. And that three ball is short from Stanley Johnson, who's now 1 of 7 from downtown. So not a great possession there for Stockton. Miller. Juzang, the UCLA Bruin attacks, and he is fouled. Trying to shoot 1 for 2 points. We go to traditional free throw rules with under 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Back to an 8-point game as Salt Lake City has reached the century mark. Jones to Johnson. He faces up, puts the ball on the floor. Good move by Stanley Johnson. 20 points for him in his Kings debut. Three and a half to play. Potter to Miller. Good weak side help by Lamb, but it wasn't enough, and Miller was able to convert. 8-point game again. The clock's a major factor at this point. Can Stockton hit some threes here? Lamb launching, and he does. That's a big three for Stockton. A much needed one, just their 5th in 26 attempts. Juzang tries to answer, no good. Johnson has it. And gets it to Jones. Jones has it poked away for a moment. The ball almost loose. Jones stays with it. No good. Comanche could not get it to fall. And oh, Comanche makes contact with DeVoe, and they call a foul. (102-97), 2:35 to go. Just a 5-point game. Shot clock winding down. Juzang defended by Colby Jones. Miller. Johnson rips it away with good defense. Miller wanted a call. Stanley Johnson coming up big. Lamb draws a foul with 2:01 to play. And that's significant because it'll be one free throw for 2 points. If it's under 2 minutes, we go to traditional free throw rules. So a huge free throw here for Jeremy Lamb, who has 19 points to go along with 10 rebounds in this game. He's been at the free throw line twice tonight. He's 1 of 2. And the free throw's good for Lamb. It's a 3-point game, 2 minutes to go. This is why you don't turn off G League basketball. It was 89-69 at the end of the fourth, but Stockton has rallied back here. It's now 102-99. Isaiah Miller going at the 2. Tough look and in! Oh, Isaiah Miller with a big bucket. He's got 14. Looked like an improbable shot. Johnson the other way gets it to fall. 104-101. 90 seconds to go. Miller to Juzang. Stockton trying to junk it up with that defense. 5 on the shot clock. It's poked away by Lamb. Goes to Juzang. The 3 is in. Oh, a big time shot by Johnny Juzang. Puts it to 107-101. And a turnover by Stanley Johnson. And Lamb fouls Kinsey hard in transition. He is down underneath the basket. First one's in. 108-101 with a minute 03 to go. And that free throw's missed. Rebound's loose, and Stanley Johnson comes up with it. Under a minute to play. Kings have to execute here and execute fast. Lamb driving. Jones to Lamb. Off the window, no. Fight for it. Off the hands of Chance Comanche. And with 42.6 to go in this game, Salt Lake City looks like they're on their way to another win in Stockton. About to be on a 5-game losing skid. Sensabaugh, no good. Here's Comanche to Ledoux. He finishes at the rim. 108-103 with 23 to go. Johnson pokes it away from Sensabaugh, but Sensabaugh gets it back. And he has to foul. Ledoux has to foul Juzang, and Ledoux shaking off his hand, maybe after that fall in the drive. Back. 109-103. And with 13.1, Lindsey Harding calls a timeout. We'll keep it here. It's 110-103. Away to Orlando for the G League Showcase. So Lamb. Ledoux launches a three. There's a whistle, and he was fouled. It's definitely not something you want to see if you're Salt Lake City. We have a stoppage for infectious control. 30-second timeout. .3 to go. Stanley Johnson getting cleaned up a little bit here. Even Lindsey Harding helping out with the cut. She's doing everything. She's coaching. She's helping Stanley Johnson with his cut. Meanwhile, the Sacramento Kings in action in Southern California. They're down 31. On the second night of a back-to-back. Brutal. So the first free throw is good for Ledoux. Two for two. We've got one more left, so 110-105. Got to expect some immediate backcourt pressure, trying to force a crazy turnover here as Ledoux goes 3 for 3, but timeout by Salt Lake City. We'll keep it here with 8.3 to go. 110-106. They're able to advance. Potter dunks it home, and that will do it. Well, they're going to make a sub when it's 112-106, 6.9 to go. They're able to advance. So 7 seconds to go. And this is still a great time for Lindsay Harding and her staff to execute some of these late game situations, these plays they work on in practice, and good opportunity for someone like Stanley Johnson, who's new to this team, to get some experience with this. Jones gets it to Comanche. Back to Jones. Shots on the way. No good, and Sensabaugh has it. Horn sounds. And Salt Lake City breathes a sigh of relief. They were down